Headbangers Ball is back. Now, a new video from a band called Sworn Enemy. They're from Queens, which they say still has a huge hardcore metal scene. Although, I don't know, I don't live there anymore. But they say they don't even care because they don't care about labels. They're just here to make music. And this is from their debut record, As Real As It Gets, which came out in March and was produced by Hatebreed singer Jamie Jester. Here's the first video, Sworn Enemy. Hey, don't go anywhere. Stain's still coming up in just a bit on the Headbangers Ball. Until then, we got videos from Chimera and Memento, so don't go away. Hey, this is MTV2's Headbangers Ball. Coming up, a video from Cleveland's own Chimera. In case you don't know, they're named after a fire-breathing monster from Greek mythology, with the head of a lion, the body of a goat, and the tail of a serpent, so it says here. But first, a classic one from Slayer, from their 1991 album, Decade of Aggression. Funny thing about that album, I remember that Andy Wallace mixed that record, and right before he did our White Zombie record, La Sexorcisto, and he said that before he mixed the vocals in, he couldn't tell one song from another. I don't know if he told the band that, but he said it was just 2 hours of raging metal, and he was very confused. Anyway, here it is, a live version of Raining Blood, Slayer. That was Chimera with Down Again from their new album, The Impossibility of Reason. Don't go anywhere because there's more than an hour left of Headbangers Ball. Plus, I will be joined right here by Stain, so stick around. Hey, this is Rob Zombie. We got more videos coming up, but now it's time to check in with our own puny human, Ian Robinson, in the heavy metal headlines.
Thanks very much. I'm Ian Robinson, and I'm here in the Kino Brothers Tattoo Shop in lovely Cambridge, Massachusetts. We got a lot to get through, so we're going to jump right in. In sad news, the Metal Gods 2003 tour featuring Halford, Testament, Immortal, and a bunch of others has been canceled due to contractual obligations, which is very strange. Everybody who's psyched about the August 15th release of Freddy vs. Jason can go and watch the trailer at freddyvsjason.com. It's going to be awesome. Darren Malakian from System of a Down has announced his new label, Eat Your Music, and his first signing, Amen. Amen will release a new record in the fall, co-produced by Malakian and Amen frontman Casey Chaos. And finally, the Mighty Prong will be releasing their new record, Scorpio Rising, this summer, I believe. It's going to be co-produced by Tommy Victor. A lot of stuff going on. Make sure you continue watching the Headbangers Ball. I'm out. And don't forget to catch the new 16 record, Zoloft Smile. Later.
Thank you, Mr. Robinson. Let's get back to the videos and something from Memento. They're gearing up for this summer's Ozfest 2003. This is from their debut album, Beginnings. Here's Memento with Nothing Sacred. That was Memento with Nothing Sacred. We got a lot more videos coming up in the second hour, so don't go anywhere. And also, Stained will be here to tell us about the new CD, 14 Shades of Gray. Get some black and white in that band. More Headbangers Ball is on the way. Stay tuned. Hey, welcome back to Headbangers Ball on MTV2. I'm Rob Zombie, and right now I want to show you the last video I directed. And I kind of stopped directing videos, but I really wanted to do this one because I do think this is one of the best, not one of the best, this is the best metal band right now. It's Zakk Wylde's Black Label Society. We toured together last summer on Ozfest, and I watched them every day. They're just crushing. They are so true to what metal really is. They're awesome. And a couple funny things to look for in the video is I knew the challenge of directing Zakk would be to keep him sober, because Zakk likes to drink. So, of course, they showed up with tons of beer, but his wife threw it in the dumpster before he gets started because, you know, got to keep Zakk focused. And he was focused. He kicked ass. It was an amazing video. And there's another funny thing at the end of the video. Actually, another funny thing I want to mention first. At the beginning of the video, the little kid footage is Zakk as a child going up and slapping another little kid because he's messing with his sister. So look for that. And at the end, look for Zakk throwing a beer bottle and trying to break it on cue. Except he didn't. He missed 3 times and hit some crew members and stuff until he finally could throw a beer straight, which is one thing I thought for sure he'd get on the first take. Maybe I should let him drink. Anyway, here it is. The greatest band right now is Zakk Wylde's Black Label Society with Stillborn.
Carry on!
That was Voivod with We Carry On. When we come back, Stain will be right here, and we will all sit together and try to talk to each other and communicate, but I know it's going to be just horribly uncomfortable, so you're going to want to watch us all sweat and try to pretend like we're all kind of friends and stuff. So stay tuned right here, Headbangers Ball. Hey, Rob Zombie here with more MTV2 Headbangers Ball, and right now we're pleased to welcome to the studio these guys here, Stain. Welcome to the awkwardness that is Headbangers Ball right now in this bizarre postmodern set. Well, we're here to hawk a record. Got a record coming out Tuesday. What do you think? Huge?
I'm psyched that the whole in-between time is over.
Yeah. What have you been doing?
Well, being a dad and enjoying some much-needed time off the road.
Now we can get to go talk to everybody about ourselves and all that fun stuff.
Oh, come on now. So you made the video for the record.
Yeah.
The video's called Price to Play, even though I got the advanced copy and said Price to Pay.
Did it?
So I've had that in my mind. Just so you know, that's what the label's sending out the wrong title.
Yeah,
so,
exactly.
You know, you want to take that up with you.
I don't think we've figured out what the name of the song is yet.
Well, whatever the name of the song is, we know the name of the video. Here it is. Price to Play. Let's watch it. Hey, after the break, we'll have more with Stain. Stay tuned, but right now we want to interact.
Great interaction, dude. I think we did it.
We get along well. We'll be right back. Hey, Headbangers Ball. Stained is still here with their new CD, 14 Shades of Grey, in stores Tuesday. And, you know, I don't know, joking around, but there's a song in there called Lane. And what's that all about? I think we know, but I want to hear you explain it.
You know, it's about what he meant to me as a songwriter and as a singer, and how influential he was, and how unnoticed it went when he passed away.
Yeah, it was kind of like this happened, and
Really kind of.
people sort of had an attitude like, oh,
It was
it was
sad.
going
We
to
thought it was-
happen.
yeah,
Like,
exactly.
oh, you know,
It was sad, you know.
Very
It was,
sad.
Would you think that Alice in Chains is probably the most influential band on you guys, or
I would say that Lane Staley has influenced pretty much every singer that's come out since.
Yeah, that's true. Has anyone from the band heard this song yet? Because it really captures the spirit of an Alice in Chains song. I mean, it almost
You
sounds like
played it for,
Lost
You know,
Chains
Mike
song.
Mike.
Starr heard it,
What do you
and
think?
he was pretty tripped out by it. He thought it was great.
Yeah, it's a pretty amazing song.
thank you.
Speaking of another amazing song, this is not my fault.
Come on, you want
Believe
to
me,
see this?
I would have went to Twisted Sister, man. This is really Headbangers Ball. Yeah, this is Headbangers Ball. We let them pick a video. We can say you can pick and play anything, and here's what they chose. What did you choose?
In
nothing.
reminiscence of the Headbangers Ball.
You told me you love this video.
It's
There's
made
no
so well.
humor in it
It's made
whatsoever.
so well.
Oh,
Run to the
brother.
hills.
Iron Maiden from the classic album.
Number of the
14 Shades
Beast.
Grey. Number of the Beast. Or something like that. I don't know. Here it is. That was the Deftones with their latest Minerva. Coming up next, we have a report from a bitter, evil, sarcastic man who apparently hates everybody and everything. Ian Robinson's Heavy Metal Headlines. Don't go away. Hey, Stained is still here. Believe it or not, I thought they would have walked out by now. All right,
Bless
good and
you.
tight. But now it's time to jump to everyone's favorite evil heavy metal skinhead. And it's not this guy. Ian Robinson with his Heavy Metal Headlines.
Thanks again. I'm still at the Pino Brothers Tattoo Shop here in lovely Cambridge, Massachusetts, and I have some news on Marilyn Manson. With an attack on music that's part glam, part metal, and part nerdy kid who feels unloved, Marilyn Manson has unleashed his new record, The Golden Age of the Grotesque. In true Manson style, he had a party at the Key Club in L.A. called the Grotesque Burlesque. Now, there was performance art, there was some live Manson, you could hear the new record, a whole bunch of stuff. And one person that was in attendance that you think kind of odd was his father. Most people wouldn't look at Manson and go, I'm so proud, but apparently, according to Manson, Dad's all into it.
Yeah, my dad actually frequents our shows, and it's ironic, and we've got to know each other better since I started the band, because when I was a kid, I got the usual dad routine of you'll never grow up to be anything and all that, but then he came to terms with what I do and is supportive and very proud. And now he just uses his fame to try and pick up teenage girls.
Teenage girls. Well, that's it for me. Remember, stay metal, and I will see you at the shows.
Thanks, Ian. We'll try to
Stay
stay
metal.
metal if possible. Now, we're going to just let these guys sit here and have more of a boring time. We're going to go to another video. The Murder Dolls, from their 2002 debut, Beyond the Valley of the Murder Dolls, and the song's called Dead in Hollywood. So, check it out. Hey, coming up, we'll find out what these guys are doing for the summer. Because I got a little insider tip. What?
Can I sit here all
You're
summer?
still going to be sitting here.
We're going to be sitting here.
I know, I'm sorry. It's incredibly boring, but we're still sitting here. So keep watching, and we will not move.
We don't have any.
Messive from Milford, Ohio writes, what is the single most vulgar or disturbing situation you have experienced that can largely account for what you have become? Probably the story that I told in my book that I wrote about being afraid of my grandfather as a child because he was unusual. But I think now, ultimately, people look at me the same way that I looked at him. So I don't have the same prejudices and preconceptions about him.
If we get together, you...
Well, Headbangers Ball is winding down, and I feel like we haven't even talked to these guys. They've been sitting next to me for about 4 hours. So quickly, here's our interview segment. What are you guys doing this summer?
Playing, touring.
It's funny you should say that because I talked to your manager this morning, and he informed me that you like to play music. This was his big insider tidbit.
See, that's how
and that
music...
you like to write music. He told me that,
Music's
too.
so close to, you know,
Yeah,
how
it's
we
really good.
You
interact
bonded with
and
your
stuff.
manager
Yeah,
in such a way that
exactly.
he could just read you like a book.
But we're kind of like zigging while everybody else is zagging. There's all these big, huge, you know, festivals going out, and we're going to be playing smaller clubs.
Good, so
So,
you're
yeah,
planning to
real.
phase yourselves out of the music.
Pretty
business.
much is what we're
Fully in
trying
place
to
here.
do.
Playing smaller and
Well,
smaller.
hopefully when people get this record,
Well,
they'll dig it. And, you know,
Tuesday,
Tuesday.
let's hype the record because it's no other reason to be here. Tuesday, the new record, 14 Shades of Grey. Go buy it. You don't burn it. Everyone wants it.
it's
right
good.
now-
It's worth it.
It's worth it. Actually is worth it.
I'm going to go buy it.
Okay.
I want a copy of the DVD.
I couldn't get a copy of the record. They wouldn't give it to me. But here, we're wrapping this up. Here's the latest from Cataclysm from their album, Shadows and Dust, with the song Shadows and Dust.
Ultimately,
That's it for Headbangers Ball. Thanks for stopping by.
Glad we made it.
Maybe next time we'll actually talk to you, do something. But
I've just about lost my voice from all the conversation.
what are you going to do? Let's talk about something quickly. Who plays golf?
I do.
All right, there you go. So my information was wrong.
There it is.
Who's got time to play golf?
You ever been out on tour?
That's true. Everyone's got time to play golf. I'm the only guy that doesn't play golf on tour.
I don't either, so.
That's because you're the funny guy.
Looks
You're
like
the-
everything.
You're like the Mickey Dolans of Stain.
The who?
Anyway, they're telling us to wrap it up again. Forget to tune in. Do not forget to tune in every Saturday at
Hey,
10 p.m.
Tuesday.
Eastern. Tuesdays, the album's coming out, or 7%. All I care about is go buy the album, 14 Shades of Grey, and you can download the 15th Shade. Until then, thanks for watching. If you haven't already tuned out, good night.